What is up, YouTube? It is the Wolf of Main Street. I want to come with you with a video today that's going to be pretty short and simple, but it was about how many virtual assistants do you need, right? When I first got to the level where I was like, I am so tired of sending out text messages. I actually used to have in my phone, with iPhones, you can set a key. It's like this key set pre-made text that you can send out to people, and I would just go through Zillow or go through my lead list and always be looking for houses and sending out the same message over and over and over. And I'd always do like a goal for myself. This week I'm going to do, uh, 100 daily text, 7 days a week. See if I get 700. See if I can get 800. Just continue to try to push the envelope. Anyway, after a couple of years, that stuff gets very tiring, and I know I always, preach repetitive behaviors are what lead to great success, and that is true. But also the shit jobs you can start to put off on other people. Like once you make more money, and no offense to the other people, but you can push those responsibilities and delegate to somebody else. You're best suited for one job, I feel like, in your business. And maybe that's for me talking on the phone, I think, right? I think I'm a good salesman. Fuck, I know I'm a good salesman. I can understand a situation, figure out what the wants are of that individual, whether it's a buyer, seller, if I'm negotiating a deal, trying to get more money for my house. I'm listening a lot, talking very little, and then trying to use that information to turn around. That's where my talents are best served in marketing and pushing my business forward, not sending out the monotonous text over and over and over and over, right? You can pay someone to do that. I use a site called Upwork. I have had phenomenal success. I used to use Elance way back in the day, but now I use Upwork. It is awesome. I can check the ratings. I can check how many jobs that people have done. I can see how much money they've made, what the response is on those jobs. So if you find somebody on Upwork, let's say you use them temporarily, you could say, John Smith worked for me for 1,000 hours. I give him a 90% success rate, and he was paid $7 an hour. And it shows the total money that he's made on Upwork from all of his jobs. So it's super, super easy to find somebody good, especially if you are going to look outside of the States. I'm talking to US people. There are some amazingly smart and talented individuals in other countries. The English may not be 100% dialed in, but where they're lacking in just the communication piece because of the language barrier, you can make up tenfold in showing up, responsibility, cognitive ability. They're getting stuff done. You would just be absolutely floored. So how many virtual assistants do you need, or what is the output that you think that they should be looking at? And so I do a weekly chart with all my guys. Every Friday to Sunday, everyone does a little different depending on what time zone they're in. They have to send to me how many leads they got that week, and a lead is constituted by offer out. Okay, that's a lead. Not just sending a message and they might be interested. Physical offer sent to them. And our expectation per guy that's working a 30 to 40 hour week is about 70 to 90 offers out, where somebody was interested in gearing an offer and they're sent out to them. That's what our goal is per person. Then you need somebody in your building or in your office, if it's not going to be you, that has the ability. If you have 5 guys basically sending out 100 offers a week, that's 500. You need somebody that can do that, right? You need somebody that can send out all those offers, double check, go through, follow up. So I would look at, if you're starting small and you kind of want a budget, you can get good guys for $6 to $8 an hour. I would look in Bangladesh and the Philippines are the places I look. And that's kind of like a small good start. I mean, if you have the money, that's going to cost you probably $1,000 to $1,300 a week. And then you'll need a manager on top of that to help facilitate all those transactions and do all the follow-up. So maybe you're at $1,500, $1,600 a week. If you don't have that kind of budget to start with, go with 2 or 1 even, and find somebody good. And that's kind of where I would put the expectation. And a lot of these guys have a lot of experience in real estate and working for guys like me in big companies and small companies, short-term, temporary. They know Zillow. They know how to use ListSource. They use PropStream. They've got all the tools that you've got, and they know how to use them. I think you will find that your business will increase exponentially once you start to have people helping you do the jobs that you don't necessarily need to spend your time on because you want to work on the big picture items. It's all important. I understand that. But big picture is always what the owner should be doing. And I think, from a scalable setting, if you have 2 guys working for you, I would expect annually those guys to make you together probably $100,000 to $150,000 if your system's good. If you can get a 5-man team, you really should be able to put in your pocket $500,000 to $600,000 a year. If you're managing and working your team, if you got a good CRM, and if you can sell well, kind of being set up as a closer. That's how I set my business up. Every single deal that I do, I'm like Grant Cardone. I want to be on the phone. I want to close it. I want to make sure everything's going the way it needs to go. I'm overseeing things. So we'll just continue to grow. And that's sort of the baseline that we use in creating a good real estate business. So that's a tip for today. Use Upwork. That $6 to $8 range, you can find some really, really talented guys. They'll even start working for you for 15 to 20 hours a week if you want to just get started. Keep it going. Find your core guys. What I've found is you can give little pay increases and give them more hours. These guys will work more than 40 hours a week. This is a key. Instead of going, I'm going to pay you $10 an hour because I think you're a good worker, give them 50 hours a week. You're getting more return for your money, and they'll still be happy for the long-term job with you. And if you can keep them going for years and years, you're going to have somebody that's not going to want to leave. Anyway, tip for today, real estate world is banging. We're loving it. We're crushing deals right now. If anyone has any questions, hit me up in the comments or on my Instagram @TheRealWolf of Main Street. Take care. Everybody have a great day.